There's been yet another call tonight for the government to step in and help sort out the rail dispute as the RMT union announced 2 more days of strikes on southern trains on the 7th and 8th of September. Maria Caulfield, the Conservative MP whose constituency includes Seaford in East Sussex, was speaking after a petition was handed in by her constituents at Westminster, furious that no trains currently run to the seaside town at all. This report from Charlie Rose.
Marching through Westminster to fight for their rail service, this group of campaigners from East Sussex are outside the Department for Transport to hand in this petition. It contains almost 2,000 signatures, calling for the full Seaford to Brighton rail service to be brought back.
81% of our train services were cut from the 11th of July. We were told it was a 4 to 6 week emergency timetable, but there's still no sign of any trains coming back, and the 40,000 residents in our area are just in despair, really.
I joined Fiona and her group on the first leg of their journey this morning, the 10:15 rail replacement bus service from Seaford to Lewes.
Tourists can't get into the area, tourists can't get back out to the area to London. Had some American relatives last week, travelled 4,000 miles, couldn't travel the 60 miles up to London to see the sights by train. It was really disappointing.
Southern Rail introduced a revised timetable on the 11th of July to manage services during the industrial dispute. There were 79 trains running between Seaford and Brighton, but now there are just 20 services running each day. Tonight, Southern Rail told us the RMT's decision to hold a fresh 48-hour strike in the long-running row over the role of guards was unnecessary, claiming safety is not at risk. But the union says the company has bulldozed through new operational arrangements without agreement.
I have called for the government to take more action, because clearly getting two sides round the table at ACAS is not working. We're running into a second series of strikes now in September. And absolutely, I would urge the government at this point to step in and resolve this situation. We cannot take any more down here.
For these campaigners, it looks like things could get worse before they get better. Charlie Rose, BBC South East Today, Seaford.
Well, tonight we did ask the Department for Transport for a response to Ms Caulfield's comments. They didn't respond directly, but instead repeated their earlier comments condemning the strike and hoping all parties could resolve it. Now, should